All right, we'll go ahead and get started. It's 6:04 right now. The call's being recorded in case any other leaders miss it. They can go back, or in case you have to jump off a little early, you can catch the replay. Okay. All right. Sorry, I was getting a call. All right, guys. The purpose of this call is to reunite. We're going to call this our little leaders retreat, okay? Because we can't be in person. So we're going to do it through Zoom, okay? Connection, and keep you guys up to date on where we are headed, right? And why we started this journey together. So I'm not going to take much time talking and mumbling, because what I want to do this afternoon is I brought on one of my really dear friends. He's not a platinum. He will be this month. He just joined our business. This month, okay? I've been friends with this guy for 23 years, okay? So he's known me since I was a little kid, and we've been through life challenges together, separate ways, right? As kids and through life itself. But we ended up connecting about 3 years ago, and I'm gonna let him kind of share with you guys why he got involved with our company, okay? I introduced him to the product 3 years ago. He completely brushed me off. He's a pastor, a man of God. I love him and his family. He's a beautiful soul. And I'm just honored to have this guy on our team. And just whenever he touches you guys today, I'm telling you, everything that we've been talking about from day one, about rising above, about how, you know, our company did this, and every sign of God that's happened, it's happened for a reason, and it just keeps happening, right, guys? So I really hope that you guys are in tune, and you love your God just as much as I do, and a lot of you guys do, because I believe that God brought us here together for a reason. And I'm just super excited to introduce my buddy Thad, so he can kind of share the story within 5 minutes on why he's here, and then he's going to get off the call, and then Chris Quaid is going to take it over. So thank you so much, guys, for spending time this evening with us. Time is very valuable, and you don't get that back. So with that being said, I'm going to bring on my buddy Thad really quick to share a little story with you guys before we get the call started, okay?
Awesome, man.
Hey,
Thank
Thad.
you, Ricky. Appreciate it, man. Love you, brother. I am a senior pastor, so 5 minutes could easily turn into longer, but I'll try to keep it as short as possible. I want to be clear. I didn't brush off Ricky. Love Ricky, but I did brush off the product. I took it, and I don't think I did it correctly. I didn't read all the instructions. It didn't strike me the way that it was supposed to. Long story short, 3 years later, my wife is struggling a little bit with some depression, and we've had 3 kids, and that's nursing for 5 years. You know, she just hasn't been able to be herself. She reaches out to Ricky's wife. By the way, guys, my intention is to end the story with a little prayer. So if you could drop in the comments if that's okay with everybody, if we pray at the end, or at least the end of my little few minutes. So she reached out to Ricky's wife and said, I got to try this, because I got to try something before we get into like hormone therapy and stuff we can't afford. And within 2 minutes, Ricky was on the phone with me saying, hey, I hear you guys want some product, want some samples. I didn't even know this had happened. I was like, what are you talking about? I've already tried this product, man, and I can see that you're killing it, but I just it didn't hit me. So he kind of corrected my thinking and told me how to do it for a few days and give it a chance and all this kind of stuff. And my wife took it, and her life changed in like 15 minutes. And we've been on it for, I guess, 20 something days. And, you know, it gets better every day. So it's an amazing product. We're happy to be a part. But when Ricky came over to share the story with us about how he came upon the name Team Rise and how that came up in his spirit and in his mind, and everything correlated on a couple of different Easter Sundays and a couple of different years that they hit their $1 million, and they chose names, and things happened, and all of this seemed to be happening for a reason at the right time. And at this time, you know, my wife and I prayed and decided this is what God has dropped in our laps, because God uses people to bless people. And the Bible tells us that happiness and laughter are like a good medicine, and the joy of our Lord is our strength. So happiness has a lot to do with that joy. So I believe that God can certainly use a product like this, and people like yourselves and people like Ricky. So when he was sharing with me guys, where we live, I don't know where all of you are from, but everybody has like a landmark that defines their territory. And for us, we live like right around the corner from NASA, the Space Center, the home base of NASA. So when people ask where we're from, we say we're from the NASA area because we're not really in Houston, we're kind of south, but NASA is literally on our street. So when he was sharing with me about taking off to the moon and lifting up, and he hadn't really necessarily thought about the NASA thing, I said, Ricky, hold on a minute, man. I just got through teaching a message to my people. We teach in Hebrew, we teach in Greek, we try to go a little bit deep. And we were talking about rising up. And in Hebrew, there's a word for rise up, lift off. And it's to spell it in English, or to say it in English, you would pronounce it nasa. And the way that you would spell it is NASA, which is NASA, how we would say it in plain English. I have friends, I'm very close to some people that work at NASA, and they don't know that. They've never been told that. They didn't choose NASA for that reason. They don't know that in the Bible, NASA means to lift up or to rise or to take off. So when he told me that, I was like, man, I do believe that that God has his hand in this, and he's going to use this business. And then Ricky, said some things to me that I thought were unbelievable. And I'll tell you this, 16 days later, everything that he said was going to happen for us in this company has happened beyond our wildest dreams for month one. And month one, we're not even over with. I mean, we're 16 days in, and one of the most lucrative things I've ever done, one of the most helpful things I've ever done. So I appreciate you guys allowing me on this big boy call. I'm not a big boy yet, but I will be one day. So thanks for the time, and I'm going to say a little prayer and let Ricky tell me when to get off the call. So let's go ahead and pray. Father in heaven, we thank you. We thank you in Jesus' mighty name. We thank you for the opportunities that you place in our laps, and we thank you for good people to not only show us opportunities, but encourage us to not let the opportunities pass us by, and for being a God of second chances, that even if we do let it by, you bring it back around. So I pray these leaders of leaders that are on this call, these guys that have and gals that have so many people underneath them, that you would bless them with supernatural wisdom, knowledge, and insight to continue to take this company and the people that they're responsible for to the next level, and really allow people to rise and head to the moon, just like the motto and the logo of this team says. We thank you and praise you for that in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you so much, Thad. I know you're busy. You had church this morning and you got some stuff to do. You're more than welcome to sit back on this call if you like. If not, you can get off. Thank you so much. I really love you and appreciate you and your family. Thank you.
All right, guys. All right, I'm out.
Thank you so much.
All right.
All right, Chris Schweda, over to you, buddy.
Awesome. So, guys, what we want to do here today as we are connecting, I mean, you heard Ricky's share. We can't do a leadership retreat. We can't get everyone together the way that we really want to. And, we built this thing on relationships. We built this thing on not only just connecting, but knowing why we're all doing this, why we're all doing this together. What is it that we want? What does that look like? What does that feel like, more importantly? And originally I was sitting there thinking, I was going to do the call from the boat, but I realized that I wouldn't be able to really focus in on being as present as I wanted to be. So I wanted to make sure that I was in a place where I could be 100% present. And but the reason why I wanted to do it from the boat is because many of you all know, like, what my original mission, what my original feeling, what that looked like, what it felt like. And I'll share, like, today I had my a good friend of mine's son, watching him learn for the first time and do it, and what that feels like, watching the proud dad, watching him light up, watching the kid light up, watching dad light up, and just watching that whole experience. And what we want to do is just have different leaders share today, like, what attracted you to this company, number one. What is it that you wanted out of this? And what is that feeling that you were looking for? What is it that, and we want to make sure that we're not we have a lot of leaders on this call. So we want to make sure that we're not going into a 5-minute deal. If you can, in 2 minutes, go down, like, what is it that attracted me? What was I looking for? What has happened and where I see this thing going and who you are really. This is about all the leaders connecting, because we have so many different leaders that are spread out all over the country as well as in other countries. And a lot of leaders haven't really gotten a chance to hear your heart or really know who you are and what you want out of this. So we want to start off, and we're going to go through and give everybody an opportunity to kind of share, you know, who you are, what attracted you here, what is it that you want out of this, and what do you see happening for you? And why are we doing this? And why do we want to bring everybody together and talk about this? Is because, guys, we know what is coming. We know where we're going. And many people in this team, I don't think you really understand what we have our hands on and who's been attracted, why, and all this stuff. This, I want to be very clear, this is not a hype call. But what we do want to do is give you guys an opportunity to connect. And as you start to get to know the other leaders and find out what their heart is and why they're here, you're going to realize that why we're doing this and what it is and how big this thing is going to be as we start to really connect with the team. So I want to start off with, I know Carly Foster. Carly, are you out there?
Yeah, I'm on here.
So why don't you start this off? What attracted you to us? Where do you see this thing going? What have you been experiencing? Just in 2 minutes, if you can, kind of share, you know, where you are.
Yeah, sure. I'll give the super condensed version. So, hey, you know what? It's funny because I was attracted to you guys originally because of simplicity, integrity, the fact that there's so many companies out there that, you know, I was on a lot of Zooms, you guys, with a lot of leaders. I, you know, was looking at a lot of companies. I feel like I exhausted the search. And I did not expect Happy Coffee to be where God would call me, but I can tell you that what I was looking for was integrity. Everyone can say the right things. Everyone can say that they're the shift in the industry and change the industry, but the actions don't seem to back what they're saying. This was the first place where it's like, I got on a Zoom, you guys, it wasn't polished. The people were real. I could tell they were genuine friends. And, you know, since I've been here, it's consistently been like, wow, these are great, incredible people. The integrity is real. It's not just talk. It's not hype. It's different. In 7 years in the industry, I've never actually experienced what I was hoping for, and here we are, right? Okay, so what I was looking for, a company with integrity. I had to have the product that I could believe in, first off, right? Second, it had to have, hey, sweetheart. Second, it had to have the integrity of the leadership, and it had to believe in the little guy, right? It had to believe in rewarding the person at the very, very bottom, which this company does, because I think we all know, I mean, it's ridiculous to think that you can't build a huge empire if you're not, you know, rewarding the person brand new in the industry. So I knew that just their mindset was something they didn't see in the industry and was going to be incredible for growth. Finally, what do I see happening here? You guys, this is like where I'm aligned. This is where it all happens. Like, I have no doubt in where we're heading, and I never have. I'm super excited about what is ahead for all of us. I'm super excited about where we're heading, and I just know that we are just at the brink and we're at the cusp of incredible things here. So anyway, there you go. Chris, I don't know if that's what you're looking for, but that's my heart. So
Awesome. So, you know, in the conversations that we've been having with many, we've been very intentional about creating an environment where the average person or the new person that has never done this, that they can win. And what we've been talking about lately, and I know that Garrett has talked about this in the past and stuff like that. One thing that we have not done, because we wanted to be so different, is we haven't been flexing the possibilities or the real dream building. You know, when I got started in this industry, I got started based on a dream. And the dream was, even if, like, for me, it was like, this guy's making 30 grand, I can make 5, right? Yet what we need to do, and what we've been talking a little bit about, and we want to make sure that we're still having everyone feel like, you know, that new person that's getting started, like they have a chance and they can win. But what we could do a better job of, or being more effective of, and it starts with us doing it with the leadership, is creating that environment where you guys can really dream on what's possible. Guys, so many people in the team, their lives have changed in so many ways. And because we didn't want to be braggadocious, because we didn't want to be flaunty, because we didn't want to go share a bunch of stuff, you know, I think it's great that we haven't, but I believe that some people haven't totally grasped what they have their hands on and what is possible. And what we want to make sure that from a leadership perspective, as we're talking to you guys, that you guys really know what is possible. And there are person after person after person in this team that their lives have changed in so many ways. And their life is absolutely different. And that the dream house, the dream cars, the dream whatever it is that they wanted, even the travel, we're watching different people on the team, you know, travel and stuff like that. But what we haven't done is really got into helping you guys know what is really possible. Because I know for me, while I was, you know, going and reassessing goals, and, you know, I talked about the boat a lot in the beginning, and then that happened, the car happened, the truck happened, and all this stuff, but we never flaunted it or put it all out there in a way where, oh, look at my stuff, look at all this. But there's good and there's also bad by people not seeing. What we can tell you guys is that whatever you desire in your life, like the big things that you think that are out of your reach, are absolutely possible with this vehicle. So, Ricky, how are we going to do this? Like, are we just going to open it up and say who's next, or what do you think's the most effective way of getting this going?
Well,
I know we started off with Carly because she was.
So Carly went. So I see Jenny and Bruce Gray, and then Carrie Coda. So that's the next 2 minutes. Why you guys are here, why you started, where your life was before here, and where it is now. That's what I want to see. I want to know where your life was before you guys started here. Why did you start here? Because you had a dream. Where's your life now, and where you see your life going from here?
Hi, everybody. You know, it's amazing because it's really the hand of God that drew us here. We weren't looking. We had been involved in this industry for 20 years, following the leadership of the Lord. And we're big in prayer, and we know that if you seek him first, he'll lead you to where you're supposed to be. And I was not a coffee drinker, and we were in another company. And I remember I was at a specific street light, and I heard the Lord say to me on the inside of me that the vehicle that I was with was becoming an old wineskin. And I was like, you've got to be kidding, kind of thing, like, oh, well, I'm fascinated again, right? And, but, you know, I really believe that our steps are ordered if we have that faith in the way that we live. So really is the Lord that brought us here, and we love the culture. I believe that we've been trained for all those years to be here right now. And I believe that's the same for a lot of people on this Zoom. So I'm super excited about it. And you go ahead if you want to share something.
Yeah, look, it's about people. This whole industry is about people, about leadership. And you're attracted to certain groups of people, and you leave other groups of people because you're repelled. It's a bit like what Carly said. We've found many different things out there that lacked integrity. When we met Mark and Judy and we met the simple idea, we felt the same. We felt kindred spirit. We just ignited and just went, yeah, this is cool. We're going to do this thing. So, yeah, we love it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jenny and Bruce. Peter and Carmela.
Hey guys. So thanks for doing this. You know, it's one of those coincidences. I'm wearing my Diamond Retreat t-shirt from last year, you know, and I didn't know what this call was going to be like. So I guess I'm in uniform, right?
Absolutely. Good timing. Aww.
So anyway, you know, where we were at was we were busted and disgusted with a company that we had been with because we weren't making any money and we were spending a lot of money, and we were getting busted and disgusted and getting more busted, so that I was going to have to lay my son-in-law off from my other business because we weren't making it in that regard. And it was awful. And then all of a sudden our angel, Melissa, said, hey, have you heard of Happy Coffee? And I'm going to turn it over to Carmela, but it completely changed our life because it changed the direction of where we thought we were going.
Right.
and we didn't like what it was looking like, but we didn't think we had another choice. And then all of a sudden, Melissa came with an option, and I'm just going to let you fly with what happened, because it's been miraculous.
It's really been amazing. You said that in a year our business or our life would look different, and it really does. So from great financial stress to we have a new home. It really is our dream home, at least for this part of our journey, right? It's safe for our son. I get to be with him. We have a son with special needs, and I don't know how I would have done something else had I not been able to work from home. We are financially free, even though we aren't where we want to be. We want to give more and do more. We feel this company is a home for us. We feel compelled to be here. I see a very big business on the heels of not only wanting to work, we both like to work. We were looking for a place to really pour into work and into people. We believe that this is it. We love so many things about it. It's fun. It's just, love is my language, right? I love to just love on people, and I get to do that here, and it's accepted. So I'm just going to finish with that, because the new house is one little speck of the great picture, but really for us, it's about love.
And we have just as far as our big dream is that, our son does have special needs. He's going to need care for his whole life, and that care is going to cost money, even if we're not here. And so, I say he's 19. I'm not. I wish I were sometimes, and probably glad I'm not sometimes. But anyway, we love this team. We love this tribe, this group of people. Yeah, and I miss seeing you guys all face to face. I'm so grateful. We got to spend a little time in March together, but yeah, this got to end. All right, I'm done talking.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
All right, thank you guys. Carla Coleman.
Hello. I just want to say, Ricky, my heart, God is just moving in the midst of our company and of us right now. But, I know 100% that I was led to this company, and I have a very big vision. We don't know sometime how God is going to do it, because we think we have it figured out, but God does order your steps. And he placed Jenny and I together in the same prayer meeting in church when we didn't know each other, and our spirits connected instantaneous. We had lunch, and she shared this coffee with me. And I do want to say that I've never been a coffee drinker. And believe it or not, I wasn't that open to another income. But guess what? God knows my heart, and he knows that I'm here for a greater purpose. And this is the vehicle that is going to get me to where I need to go. And along the way, it's picking up and attracting the right people to what we're building here. So I'm super excited to be a part of this. And that time and money freedom, as everyone knows, if they know me, I always say I can't wait to fire my boss. I have many things to do for God, and Elevacity, Elevapreneur is the vehicle to get me there. So I feel blessed to be here and be a part.
Thank you so much for sharing, Carla. Robin Grisby.
Oh, hey, Ricky. Hi, guys. Gosh, I'm sitting here listening to all your guys' stories, and they're awesome. I was sitting here just thinking from my heart, like, I've been in the industry 18 years, very much. I'm really passionate about helping people restore hope. And wellness was my drive. Like, I wanted to find products, and I have. In 18 years, I found some incredible products. However, there's always something missing. And in the last company that I was with, Ricky and Judy and Mark, I was making really good money, and I was actually growing there was a lot of greatness happening, but I was in a space that I didn't feel was healthy. And the bigger part here is also helping people become the best version of themselves. That's what's so fun about this industry and this platform. And so because I love that too, I couldn't be in a place where I was making really good money, yet not seeing a lot of my teams doing the same, or them leveling up and becoming the best version of themselves in the environment we were in. So through prayer, Mark and Judy, I became very close with them. And, I didn't even know when I came to this company what this company had to offer, except for Mark and Judy was leading the way of finding something greater for us to be in a place to really make a difference in the world. And that's kind of where I came. In 18 years, it's like I started off with product. I wanted to offer hope. I want to help people with health. But I also quickly learned on this platform, if we can learn to duplicate and grow that beyond us, then we need to have a business, we need to have a platform that supports that. And so when I came here, knowing that it was just like, oh, I'm going to follow some people that I like, know, and trust, Mark and Judy, and then, you know, Ricky and Chris, and we started to see these people, just, we all had the same in common interest. We wanted to impact the world, and we wanted to be real and authentic, and we wanted to have a platform where people could feel loved on. And so when we came here, it was like the big package, like opening up a present of just all this stuff that I've been looking for 18 years. And I started to recognize that we all had the same hearts to help people, money or no money. It was just like, we want to help people win. And I started to see all the pillars come in place. And, you know, there's so much greatness that started to happen here, that I realized that this is where all the challenges I've been in the last 18 years led me to this place, led me right here with the family that we work with, and the product that we have that's delivering, with the leadership that we have, and just the people that are attracted here. And so being driven now to help people have peace in finance is something I feel passionate about, where I didn't when I first started this industry. It was really more about just product and changing lives and giving hope for health. That is so much still part of me, but now I love that we have this space that we know, like, I've never seen so many people win so quickly in a company. We've been able to use simple systems. You know, Chris Shweta has delivered and helped us with such great, short, easy, simple way to duplicate and keep it simple and not be the expert. And I used to always try to be the expert. And now I've learned from being in this business the last 3 years, we don't have to be an expert. We just need to know an expert. We need to know the information. We need to connect people to the information, keeping it so simple. I've never worked. It's been really, really so much easier to do this business, to use the tools and to not be the expert and downplay who and what you do, so that other people can duplicate that and copy. And then you just can share. You know, you can, a lot of people doing a little bit is the key. A lot of people doing a little bit. It's not a few people doing a lot, but a lot of people doing a little bit. So I love that we have that here. And I love that we're moving towards all the challenges that we did go through, and to see us change as we have, and now to see what's coming and what I see is starting to happen as we move forward. I'm so excited that we just have a safe place for people to come. We have a place that offers everything that people are looking for. And I feel so solid that I know that when I invite somebody to this business, I feel wholeheartedly that I know that this is a place that they can be the best version of themselves. I know that we have the right everything to offer them, and they're not coming to a place where I have to be embarrassed about or ashamed of. And so I just love that we have the team that we have, and we have the products that we have, we have the leadership we have, and we have all that we do have in this business. So
thank you, Robin. Nancy Willette.
Hi guys, happy Sunday night. Oh my gosh, this is such a great idea. You know, I'll be really honest. I never intended to join this business. I joined for the discount. So because I health impact, and if you haven't seen my story, I guess I did just repost some of it on my Facebook posts, so go take a look. But yeah, and what everything a network marketing company. Like I said, I joined for the discount, and then I joined simply to get enough customers to get my product free. I had a 14-month health problem. It was pretty serious. I was sleeping 16 hours a day. I could do nothing. And my disability company hadn't paid, and I had gone through all of my own personal money. So when I purchased my first dose set, I had $300 to my name, and I have it to get any hope back of having a life. So gosh, I shared my story. You guys told me what to do next. Some of them said, well, and I would call Melissa or Peter and Carmela and Nancy and Enrique and say, what do I do now? The good news is, I guess I was, after I got over the fact that I thought I knew it all, I got really coachable. So yeah, I have, thanks to all of you, nothing to do with me, but also, God's hand, I have grown a Black Diamond team that is just shocking to me. So where do I want to go? Let's see. I just got back from Alaska from fly fishing up there for 2 weeks, and I'm going back. And the team up there is growing and on fire. My happy place is standing in a river with a fish on the other end of the line, and my needs and wants are pretty simple. It's truly, truly a lifestyle. It's not a monetary thing. I've had the big house, I've had the fancy cars, I've had the weekend vacation ranch in Texas. Guys, I don't want that. I want an RV and I am going to be the fly fishing happy coffee gypsy. So, gosh, I guess the other piece of it is I have run across a lot of people with, whether it's chronic depression, anxiety, or health issues. And yes, I do want to be able to create some sort of a foundation to buy and or give these products to people that truly, truly can't afford it. So that's it. Yeah, I'm just so grateful to be here. The culture is incredible, and I've never had a bad culture to compare to. So I'm truly blessed because I just landed in the right place the first time around. So that's it.
Thank you so much, Nancy. We all love your story, and we know where you come from, bedridden to being happy and being able to get life back. So we're super excited for you. Thank you. All right. Natalie DeRoche, Canada.
Hey, everybody. First of all, I want to say I miss you all. This is the first time in a long time that we have not been together, with last year being together like 4 or 5 times in 1 year. For me, it was loving on people. I've never been in a company, and I've been in a lot of network marketing since I was 16 years old, and I'm approaching my 50th next year. So it's like, I just saw it was like family. Everybody loved on each other, and seeing that what it had done for me, it had changed my life mentally, physically, my marriage, and then seeing all my customers like losing the weight, feeling good, being able to go back to work, going back to the gym. It's just, I've never had anything like this. So that's what it's done for me. It's been hard in Canada. We've been lucky though, because I have an American address and I have a good friend, but I gotta say, I'm in it for the long run. I'm approaching my 2 years, September 16th, and you know what? It's all new from here. Thank you.
Thank you, Natalie. Candy McAfee.
All right. Hello, guys. I was looking, I'd been with the network marketing company over 7 years, full-time, worked a full-time business too, but I did full-time, and I was looking for somewhere to be happy again, somewhere that I felt I wasn't going to get in trouble every turn of the way. We couldn't post on Facebook. It was terrible. Couldn't look outside to work with anybody to grow your business, and it was just terrible. I wasn't happy, but I didn't want to leave my team. I felt bad, but I got to the point where I felt I couldn't give anymore. I didn't want to bring anybody on because I couldn't back the company. Products were great. And I just happened to see a post on Facebook and made a comment actually on somebody's post, and somebody else reached out and said, oh my gosh, this is what it is. Signed up that night without trying the products. I just believed her, and I researched online, and it's been the best thing ever. Happy. My mom, I think the best thing was when my mom said to me, I hear your excitement again. And it makes me want to cry because it was years I didn't have any. I mean, I pushed hard and made great money in that company, built our dream home, had all that stuff, but that wasn't what it was about. And just to be there to help other people, and I couldn't do it anymore. And I felt bad. And so this has been the best thing. And I will be here forever. I tell Ricky that. And Carrie's on here too, and we talk, and it's like, we know where we're at. This company is the best. Garrett and Sylvia are amazing. Keith Halls, the people I've got to meet, cross lines, upline, downline, the friendships forever. And I cannot wait to help as many people, and looking just really to help people see the importance of what they got, because I don't think they see it, what's in their hands, of how really simple it is to share a cup of coffee or lemonade or whatever it is, and help them feel that, and then in turn help them make the extra money to, you know, change their life. So this company, I'm so excited for the future, and I know everything's going to happen for a reason. I set my goals 5 years out because it can be rough some days. You know, everything goes up and down, but if I look 5 years from now, I know I'm going to hit them. So, and thank you, Ricky, for always being there and your help. And I'm excited to see everybody grow, and I can't wait to see you guys in person again. That'll be awesome. So thank you.
Thank you, Candy. Melissa McGuire.
Had to find me unmute. Hey guys,
Hey, by the way, you've lost so much weight, you look like a model. I just have to say that. I'm sorry. Like your cheeks and everything, like you could go on a photo shoot. Right?
Oh, you're so nice. Well, have you heard of this Happy Coffee? I'm just kidding. And this darn chat or peach tea. Woo. Anyway, I came into this company from my last company, and I've been in this industry since 2011. Brand new, never was a salesperson or ever wanted to do sales. And through the years, my mindset and leadership skills have grown. A lot of that has to do with people on my current team, with you and Chris and Robin, and just a lot of stuff. But I was making six figures in my last company. Nobody on my team, well, there's like maybe two other people on my team doing well. And I walked away from that company with $69,000 in debt. And I'm proud to say that as of March of this year, because of this opportunity, I have almost 800 credit score again, zero debt. And even though like my life is right now not exactly where I had pictured it to be at turning 50 in a few months, getting separated from my husband and having the full responsibility of everything on my shoulders, what I do know is because of the personal growth and the mindset and knowing where we're going. And even though like just being real, my business took a backward spin, maybe some others have on here as well, but knowing and believing in my heart that in this team with Mark and Judy and you and Robin and Chris and everybody, like when you have a team of people that have your back and they want to see you win for once and not want to freaking step on you, not want to make an example out of you, not want to blah, blah, blah about you. I don't know if you've ever had leaders like that, but that want to lift you up and encourage you and are there for you and have your back. Not just the people that are like in your upline support, but like people on here that like I've met along the way that reach out and whatnot. Like between that and the product that we have, I truly think has saved my life in the last couple of months. Like literally, I've never been a depressed person, but sometimes you go through crap. And just knowing that I have this community of people and this product and this business has, I can't even say how much it's changed my life. I think it's given me life. So like, I'll be forever grateful. Today, actually, somebody slimily sent me a picture of their check from another company. Yeah, it was six figures, but I was like, I'm so happy for you. That's great. I wish you the best of success. And your slime ball tactics don't work on this girl, but thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that we have that kind of integrity that we don't have to like send pictures of our checks, how big old checks, how big old whatever. And we're just like real and authentic. And there hasn't been a person that I've met yet in this company that has been slimy. And we've all been around the slime balls. I know we have. And they're not very fun. So that's what I have. And I'm excited for us all to like get to hug each other again. So anyway, virtual hug.
Thank you so much, Melissa. Hey guys, we have Garrett that jumped on. He's going to share really quick and then we'll move on to the stories because he's got a call. He's got to do at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So Mr. Garrett McGrath, you got that.
Hey, I will say this, Ricky. I was on here at the start when first of all, I love your heart. You know, I feel very comfortable. Not only comfortable, I feel confident. And not only feel confident, I feel obligated to always give all the glory and honor to God. And I appreciate where Team Rise as a team came from, that it is rooted in being of service to God, helping other people rise up, the meaning that it has for you on Easter Sunday, and having that on here that made a lot of, and your comfort level to open up with prayer. To me, that is so important. And also that we're always authentically accepting. I mean, that's one of the most important piece of it. You know, it's not accepting with, you know, saying, hey, I'm accepting of you as long as, like you said, in other words, that you are whatever that as long as is. I love the fact that that's not who you guys are. I took pages of notes. I've been writing down here what everybody shared because it moves my heart. It makes me more excited about why I'm here. You know, I made a decision. You know, I've had the opportunity and the pleasure to hang out with all of you guys so many times. I mean, Sylvia and I are just celebrated our first year here with Elopreneurs or Elvacity. And in the first 7 months, you know, Sylvia and Liam and I, we did over about 500,000 air miles traveling in the United States exclusively to events with all of you. So I'm with all of you. I miss being able to hug you guys, be together with you guys, see you guys. I mean, that was every single weekend. Liam feels the same way. He always says, I miss my Ella family and being able to hang out. In fact, the last trip, Ricky, that we did was to your home. We stayed at your home. That was the last time when we did an event here, all of us together. So I'm with everybody. I'm looking forward to having this behind us, but I think in lieu of that, in other words, when we don't have another option, I think this is a phenomenal idea. And I'm with all of you. Guys, I'm here because of, first of all, Chris Schweda said it, it's a feeling. And that feeling, I believe, is an impression that was put on my heart. Jenny Gray said this, by God. I believe that our feelings, you know, our promptings, I think that they're impressions from the Holy Spirit, however you, just some of you call it intuition, some of you call it the universe, some of you call it God, some of you call it the Holy Spirit, some of you call it promptings, but I truly believe there's no such thing as coincidence. It's God's way of remaining anonymous. You know, when Carly shared, she feels comfortable that we would stay there. You know, she talked about integrity. I'm here because there is integrity here. I love the integrity, you know, of it. I love what, you know, Peter and Kamala said, you know, when your greatest need, you know, as a parent, when you have a child, every child has got needs. And when your child has special needs that you want them to have a safe home, I mean, that just made me feel like crying when you said that. But also not just having a safe home, having a trust that can look after, you know, their son after they pass. Because you know what? That is, all of us want to have the blessing of, you know, have our children to live long and fruitful lives. You know, I love the fact talking about having a community. I love what Robin said is that I've never seen so many people win here. I feel the same way. I just love that this company is not all about the top ranks. And the top ranks are fantastic. Mark and Judy are absolutely brilliant. I believe that the culture here of this company amongst the Triple Crowns, the Royal Crowns, I mean, everybody in this company, I feel is terrific. I love the fact that everybody here remembers where they came from. Ricky said, where did you come from? Why are you here? And where do you want to go? I love the simplicity of that because, you know, it makes a massive difference to everybody that's here. You know, I love that, Nancy said, I never intended to build a business here. In other words, so much of the growth here is organic, where people were attracted by the community first and the message first and the sense of belonging and are building a business. You know, I love when people share that when they're, you know, Candy said, I'm happy again. You know, Melissa, I've got an 800, point credit score, you know, almost again, but I'm, you know, I've lost weight. but we're not posing with checks here. Nobody's standing on stage holding big checks up here. You know, love the way Ricky and Jessica keep their homes open, their cell phones open, and they're available to everybody all the time. They don't become aloof and not available. And I think we're only just getting started. I believe that God did not bring us here to bring us this far. He brought us here for us to be here, and to be here, and to be here for times such as these. I think, guys, that you should look at, you know, I know you talk about so how often you created the happy coffee movement and community, but what you really created was a community that was able to thrive in the digital world, that was able to thrive in the Facebook world, that was able to thrive in the social media world. Before COVID happened, you'd already proven concept that you were able to put your heart, you know, out there and acceptingly, you know, authentically accept people, or so many of you do coffee chats every single morning with your teams. Guys, you have pioneered that. So you guys should put a big check mark, look in the mirror, not in an arrogant type of way, but in a way that says, hey, you know what? We were the pioneers that proved concept about community and doing it online. And by your fruit shall you be known. That's what we're known for. But I will tell you that what's in front of us is incredible. What's going to be set up for every single one of us. I believe the future is incredible. You know, you guys created that you are recognized in the DSM, the direct selling, you know, the Global 100 at number 48 for doing $135 million in sales. You guys did that. But I believe that more is even going to happen, you know, from there. I love the fact that that point in time, you know, Keith Hall shared that we had basically in cash, I think it was about $12 million. It doesn't matter exactly what that number was. But what he was trying to share is we had done that through good stewardship, working together with all of you to be in a place where we can invest $1 million in the next phase of our company. Because many companies, sorry, not many, there may have been companies that have created that type of growth, but many of them were not here because they didn't have good stewardship. They didn't have the resources necessary to go to the next level, because you got to invest in that foundation. And I feel very confident that this community is going to go to the next level. This community, I think it was Chris Schweda that said, you know, maybe it was Ricky, talked about relationship marketing. That you guys have done something incredibly special in terms of relationship marketing, what's going to happen. You guys have proven yourself in the digital world, and we have brought on a branding company to support you in that, because you want that everything that you're describing here, as I wrote it down, what you describe here is what we want other people to be able to see in the shortest period of time when they not only go to your communities, but when they visit the website of the company. Imagine the power and the next level growth when people not only go to your communities and see and hear what Ricky and Jessica coordinate and organize that we all get to experience here with Mark and Judy, with all of you. Imagine that also being showing up in the same way in a website that takes us to a next level. You know, imagine what we can do with that. You know, think about this. If Kylie Jenner, and God bless her for what it is that she created at 21 years of age, being recognized as the youngest billionaire, you know, who built a brand on both Instagram and on Facebook through social media, you know, utilizing this company to create their digital strategy. Imagine what they can do here with the authenticity and the realness. You know, what they've done with Black Rifle Coffee, what they've done with all the other companies, Red Bull as an example, you know, Thrive Cosmetics. What can they do here? Because a company is only as good as the people that are here. And you guys are already the people that are here. Imagine what that's going to look like. Imagine when the branding goes to another level and people look at it and say, oh my gosh, this is incredibly exciting. Imagine, you know, we've already got Canada. Think about this. We just happened that Canada gave us, you know, our approvals letter. So now we've got, you know, we've got our letter of approval from the Competition Bureau in Canada, which says we can now apply to all the different provinces. all of that's moving forward simultaneously in the background right now. We will be fully open in Canada. Then we're also going to take care of Australia and New Zealand. I'm looking, I can see Donna on here. I can see Nick and Keith on here. I can see so many people that are on here from Australia, from New Zealand. I mean, that's the future. You heard Keith talk about we're going to bring on another country in 2021. Guys, you don't need to leave your home because you're doing it on Zoom. Your businesses will grow out into those countries and there'll be huge opportunity. We're bringing on new products. Not to say that our current products are not good. Our current products are great. You guys created the category Happy Coffee, and then we brought on, you know, as was just mentioned, you know, what you brought on the tea, Melissa talked about, and the Georgia Peach Tea. You are leading the functional beverage in happiness in terms of a beverage. And I love this. You know, it's a beverage that in the end of the day, you know, it's affordable. People already have the habit. They're getting a feeling they went to Starbucks for. They're able to get the same feeling online. They're no longer thinking about food. They're getting results they can't get elsewhere. They're part of a community they never knew were there before. Many people are beginning to improve their health. You know, they're also sharing with other people and beginning to generate some income if they choose. And many people are generating incredible incomes like the ones that are given a testimony that are on here. Compensation, you know, we mentioned we're taking compensation to the next level. That's not me sharing that. Keith Hall shared that. In other words, looking at what can we do to help, you know, when we look at before the end of this year to creating compensation. Many of you love the rank up bonuses. What else can we do? How can we organize? Because as Ricky always says, our company is committed to paying out 47%, but we want to pay it out in such a way where it really rewards the behaviors and recognizes the early ranks. Who is it that said about the early ranks? How important are the early ranks? They are off the charts incredibly early. I mean, important. They are the future of the company. When the front of the vehicle is doing well, the rest of the vehicle will do fantastic. So we want to do that. And the last thing I'll say is this, we're going to the next level. I want to finish with this, and I want you to know, we're not here. God didn't bring us this far to bring us this far. He brought us this far for us to be here for times such as these. All the things that I just said, some of you have gone through a pressing, you've gone through a crushing, but I will say this, no, you know, a team untested is not a team at all. This is a well-tested team. A virtue untested is not a virtue at all. The virtuosity of this company, the virtue of these people that are here in front of you have been tested. Whether it's people flashing checks to you to change to other companies or whatever it is that we've seen happen over the last few months, you guys have stood up and said, I'm a steward of this. I recognize this. I'm not buckling under that weight. I'm going to be like a piece of coal and turn into diamond. I'm going to be like that wine that's good, that those grapes will turn into wine. I'm going to be and understand that you cannot put, you know, fresh new wine into old wineskins. What Ricky's saying is, let's become those new wineskins that can have the capacity to stand up and do more. And I just want to finish with this and say, I couldn't be more excited. I'm both proud and excited to be president of this company together with all of you. Because at the end of the day, the number one asset of this company is you. The number one asset of this company is the community. And as long as we always stay focused on that and value that, we will always grow. And as long as we honor God with that and don't let our egos get out of our way and say that it's all us, remember, you and God are a majority, and that's the only majority we need. Forget about the politics of the world today. And at the end of the day, that's the majority that's going to count in the greatest election that's ever going to happen. Because in the end of the day, I just want one person to say, my good and servant leader, you did a good job. So God bless you. I love you. I got to jump off here. Sorry for just jumping on and sharing like that with you. But
hey, Gary, before you jump off, you have 2 minutes before this call. So I'm going to use this 2 minutes really quick, because your excitement is infectious, right? Tell us a little bit. Look, guys, what we've been doing, and I watch a lot of people on social media hype this stuff up and stuff, and we're the company grinding behind the scenes. And like Dad said earlier, we're going to the moon. And I want to share this with you guys. I don't know, I'll probably get in trouble for sharing this, but we have something that it's in the process. We don't know when it's going to launch yet, but kind of share your experience on that product, Garrett, within 1 minute.
So this is the busiest time of my life. I have never, and I'm one of these people that every year, being president also of the Association of Network Marketing Professionals, we're doing for the first time an event that's online, 50 speakers. And guys, I've never had to have such mental focus, such energy required. I got up this morning and I prayed to God that he bestow upon me supernatural energy and strength to perform in this time and wisdom to go with it. And you know what? I know that that's happening, but also we have a product that helps with that. I did say that prayer this morning, not to say I don't believe in our product, but I have been working like crazy. And it's not about, you can't have struggle and effort. That's not attractive. I can't just show up. I'm just barely awake, but not functioning. I'm talking about functioning at the absolute best level I've ever functioned at. Ricky, this product that's coming is, you know, Carly put her hands on like, hallelujah. Mark and Judy's going, hallelujah. Bobby Joe's going, and I don't mean that in any disrespect meant to God. Gabby's looking at me like going, hey man, you're over here. I mean that with no disrespect to God. I believe God's got a sense of humor. He's got us in his hands and he's giggling at some of the things that we say. I believe that that's the relationship. It's like a dad or mom has with their son or daughter. And I believe we got a hold of something. So Ricky, I believe it is, Judy said it. She said it's as good as, if not better. In fact, she said, I have the same feelings I had when we had version 1. And I will tell you that Laurie said to me, she said, I have better feelings than I had with version 1. And she said, feelings is what sells, because people can share their feelings. When they share their feelings are it's effective sharing. And she goes, it's the fastest duplication when you're just sharing feelings. And she said, the feeling is back to where it has not been since version 1. In fact, it's more so for her than it's ever been before. Ricky, I heard you and Jessica say the same thing. I've seen the posts. I've seen what you said. I've seen Brittany and Joseph say the same thing, and many of the ambassadors trying the product. So I am flat out excited. And that's only just one of the products that we're working on before the end of this year. So
Thank you so much, Garrett. Thank you.
Hey, I love you guys. It's a privilege. And I want to say thank you for even inviting me on. It fired me up. God knew what I needed just now, which is I needed to be poured into and be filled up and to pour out into you, because you can't pour out of an empty cup. My cup runneth over because of all of you and God today. So God bless you. I thank you. And I'll say goodbye to you all. Enjoy the rest of your Zoom. And sorry for having to jump in and be a little extra here.
Thank you.
God bless you. Appreciate
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, I'm super excited. I got to try this product, and I'm not one to hype up anything. Our products are phenomenal. Our beverages are phenomenal. But to me, we're about to 4X this company in the next 12 months. Mark my words, 4X the size of this company with this one product that's going to help lead our nootropic beverages, because they can join together. I'm telling you guys, it's lights out. I'm not going to talk no more. Donna, you're next. Cannot hear you, Donna. Okay, we'll move on to Cheryl Jacquez. Let me know when you're ready, Donna. Cheryl Jacquez.
Hey, Ricky. Let me tell you something. We've been here since April of 18, and we're not going anywhere. We are honored to be able to be representatives of this company, all the integrity, all the people that are here that have mentored us and loved on us. We were here in the beginning when things were bumpy, and we just hung in there because that's how much we believe in the company and the people and the products. And I was not even looking for a company. Bill has been in the network marketing industry for over 30 years, and I had done some skincare company, but I wasn't even looking. And when Amber offered me a sample, I said thanks, but no thanks. And so I rethought it, and I didn't realize that because of some bad things that had happened in my life, that I was merely existing and not living. And this product made me realize what it was like to actually be happy and to live again, and to be able to share this same thing with other hurting people was all I cared about. It's still all I care about. Yes, we love the income, but to see people's lives change, there's nothing better. And it is a matter of, hey, have you heard about the Happy Coffee? Everybody's talking about it. Back to what Chris said, it's just so simple and basic. And that's it. We are so thankful to be here and so grateful we're here for the long run. Thank you for bringing us into the family.
Thank you so much. Next up, Hillary Scott.
Hello, thank you so much for doing this call. I love what everyone has shared so far. And if you guys aren't, I recommend taking notes because what do we do here? We share stories, and these stories are just warming my heart. And, you know, when I first heard about the Happy Coffee, I laughed like many of you did. But besides laughing, I was crying every single night. I was in a really, really bad place financially. I've been in the industry for, I don't know, over 5 years. And I loved it. It brought me from a single mom with 2 kids to a place where I felt like I was making a difference and an impact, but that changed within my company. And a lot of things happened to where I was like, I'm done. I'm done with this industry. I am not someone who is out for blood. I'm not a shark in the water. Like, I can't operate like that. I'm not that person, slime ball, sending checks, pictures of checks. And I've been told to do that before. And it felt gross. I'm not going to lie. I've sent one or two messages that were very like not me, but I felt pressured because that's what my upline was telling me to do. So I definitely did not want to come to a place where I had to do any of that, where I had to compromise who I was as a person and my integrity and my mission to change people's lives to get a paycheck. I just wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to ride the backs of my team asking them to purchase more product or bring in people into the company just so I could rank up and all the things that were just so wrong about the industry. And so when I looked at this comp plan too, and I saw that it was organizational volume, I'm like, hallelujah. Number one, I don't have to recruit anybody. You mean I can just do this with customers? But of course, my heart's in my team, but I wanted to ensure that I could bring people into a place that it wasn't just all hype, that people actually stood behind what they told me. And I have seen that time and time again, and it's a beautiful place to be. I feel so incredibly lucky. Last year, this time, I was hanging on by a thread, waiting on a $750 check from my other company. Like, that's what it had dwindled down to. And to now be at the place where I'm at, of course it's not where I want to be, but it's where God wants me to be. And it's beautiful. And I love you guys so much. And thank you again for allowing me time to share my heart in this place. And I'm just super excited. And I want that product like now. Y'all do that stuff all the time. I want it now.
Thank you, Hillary. Jackie and George.
Hey guys, how are you? Happy Sunday. So where were we before here? Let's see. Well, we're a military family. George is active duty, so we move around a lot. We were living paycheck to paycheck from the time that we got married, I think. So trying to hold a 9-to-5 job for me was very hard because, again, we move around every couple of years. So I knew I wanted to get involved in this industry. I was with a company prior. I thought it was the place for me, but it wasn't. Everything that everybody has said about the horror stories of network marketing, that's where I was. They were the leaders that I had, the fake it till you make it. I've seen those paychecks. This is what you can make. This is it. Yeah. So I kind of had the bad taste in my mouth. A little bit about me is I suffer from anxiety, depression, and PCOS, and I gained a ton of weight. And when we were stationed in California is when I met Melissa, and, you know, she's always happy, always, you know, I love her, and we've always had that connection. When we left California, I started seeing Melissa post about this happy coffee, and I'm like, I drink coffee every day. I'm not happy. What is so special about your coffee? I might have been a little rude to her, might have. So I tried it, and I know right away she was like, you should really do this business, look into the business. And I was like, nope, not having it, not having it. Bad taste in my mouth, not going down that route. But, you know, I am so glad that I did because of the experience that I personally had. You had an amazing experience off of the products.
Yeah.
The first 2 weeks that he took it, the product, he was not screaming at our children. And I said, oh, there it is. That's it, Mr. Northeastern attitude.
I'm from the Northeast too.
Yeah,
I don't hear it.
That's okay. But that was it. And we saw that in the product, and we said, we know, X, Y, and Z would love this product. They could do so much for this person or this person. And the list kept going and going and going. So we're like, all right, let's dive in. And I was very hesitant because of where we were before. And I think you called it snake oil.
Yeah.
He didn't want us to get involved in the snake oil. And I still remember the first call, it was May of last year. Ricky, you did a call with Melissa's team, and you asked, what can I do to help you? And I remember I was like blue in the face, shaking, like, how is he a Triple Crown talking to somebody who just signed up and what he can do? And from that moment on, I was like, this place is different. The leadership here actually means that they're here to help. This is for real. There's no hype. So we've been super happy, super loving it. We know that this is it. Today, where we're going, we had a little bit of a glimpse of it, took the kids back to school shopping, and we went to the checkout and we got into the car, and I'm like, wow, 2 years ago, we were checking our bank account. Can we afford this? Can we really, is this credit card gonna go through? And we just went in, paid for everything, and left, not even thinking of it. Just something as small as that is just life-changing for us.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys.
No problem.
I'm gonna get you a new sweater though, a Dallas Cowboys sweater. Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
No, I'm kidding. All right, Sean McClain, you out there?
What's up, brother? So, yeah, dude, we're super fired up about what's going on. I just want to share a little different perspective, just being in, traditional business as well as being in this industry for, 20 years now. Things go up and they go down, and I'll just be very vulnerable and tell you that, we took a hit over this past year, and our business did drop down. But what's cool is when you're surrounded by this community of people and the culture and what we're doing, it's way more important than the money. And I think my heart. Chris knows my heart. It's never been about the money for us. It's been about building something together that's way more important than just the money. Now, I will tell you, as you pop on my Facebook over the past week or two, I've been kind of beating it up too, because hear me out, guys. If you're a happy employee making 30 grand a year, making 60 or 100 or 200 grand a year, being a business owner may not be your thing. It may just stress you out, and you may become unhappy unless you have these wonderful, right? But at the same time, I've been really challenging people to dig down. Why do, I'm famous for, and here's why I'm sharing this. I said it to you, Ricky. I said it to Chris. Money don't make me tick, bro. It ain't the money. And we're lucky enough to be in a situation where we've got a 21-year-old business outside of this that we get to control our time anyways. We just always have. Sometimes better than others, I'll admit that. But here's the deal. I've been really challenging my friends and family to really dig deep and the minimalists that are out there. That's a big word for this era that we've been in, right? Minimalist living. And people are like, hey, bro, you'd be really surprised on how much we live on. It's so little. And I'm like, nah, you want to see little, bro? I'm the cheapest dude you'll meet. But here's the deal. If you're separating from your family every day to go to your job, to make a paycheck, to pay for however it is that you live, then it is about the money. 82% of the rest of the world doesn't have running water. That basically means they don't have electricity either. Let that settle in. And not a single one of us have to have air conditioner or a heater or 15 or 25 or 3,500 square foot houses. I lived in a 400 square foot house in Honduras for 2 years. Happiest time of our life. So I've been just really challenging people down to think about, what does money really mean to you? How many hours a week do you leave your family to go make money at a job? Think about that for a minute. And then I had to, I was questioning myself in this whole thing, because I started this out saying money doesn't motivate me. It's this community, it's these people, it's the lives that we're touching, it's doing it together. So then I had to check myself. Like, where do I mean, even as minimalist as we live, I had to check myself. So what's the real deal? Can I spend unlimited time with my family? Bless other people unlimited. Our main goal is to be back on the mission field on our terms, living life on our terms, not money's funneling through another organization and they're doling it out when they believe that it's right, and when it ain't, they don't, which is why we ended up back in America. So guys, just hear me out. I'm super fired up about what we're getting ready to do, what we've already been doing. I mean, the last month in our business, we're doing stuff that we haven't normally done. And maybe that's what it took, right? Maybe what got us to where we are is not what's going to keep us where we're at or get us to where we're going. And so for us, dude, and I want to be very clear, it's not, because I haven't tried the new product, it's not just the new products. That's awesome. But it's just the fact that, like, we're pulling back together. I think there was a period of time where we just all got so busy we kind of got away, and this whole pandemic didn't help it, right? Doing this, what we're doing right here, sharing, locking arms, getting back together, this is what it's about for me. I'm super excited about the rest of 2020 and where we're going 21.
Thank you, Sean. Appreciate you, buddy. Bobby Joe.
Yes, hi. I wasn't ready. I'm still taking notes from what Sean said. Okay, so why did I come here? And pretty much some of the stories that other people have said. I'm going into my 9th year in the industry. Actually, I'm in my 9th year in the industry, and I was done with the fake it till you make it, the lies, the manipulation, the schemes, the evil ways, the way that, leaders, quote unquote, treat their team. I'm always a team player. I've been an athlete my whole life. Health and wellness is my jam. And I cannot, step on my morals and my values for $1. I won't ever be that person. I won't ever make someone's worth or life less than it really is, right? My goal, my drive has always been to help other people live their best life, whatever that looks like for them, right? And so I was done with the industry, and Carly put up a post. You guys, I actually commented on her post and I deleted my comment because I didn't want anybody to see I was commenting on her stuff. And that one comment was all it took for her to message me. And truthfully, I came here because of the leadership. And truthfully, I've stayed here because of the leadership. We have the most incredible people that I get to call my family. I talk to Ricky and Jessica several times a week, and the love that they have for all of us, you guys, is mind-blowing. It's crazy to me how these humans, we get to partner with, but that we get to have relationships and we get to call them family. Like, they're angels on this earth, and I'm so thankful for them and all of you guys, right? But much like Sean, we've had our ups and downs. That's business. But I'm just really excited about what's happening, where we're going. My daughter, if you guys saw her before, she came into the screen and the first person she saw, oh, there's Ricky, oh, there's Judy. And she messages Judy, and Judy responds back. Like, that's the leadership that we get. You know, the love that they have for us and for our families is something that you don't ever take it for granted. Because I've been burned. I've been in companies where leaders love you and then you don't do something that they like, and then, you know, they don't love you anymore. But I'm here because I do believe in where we're going. You know, I'm a faith-based person. God brought me here for a reason, and he's not done with me yet. And he's not done with any of us. Go back to what he told you when you signed on the line and you said yes, because that mission is still fluid and in the forefront of God's mind for your journey and for your life. So I appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much, Bobby. Thank you. Thank you. Carrie Codas.
Hi, Ricky. Can you hear me? We got a storm going through here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Why did I come here? Candy told you a little bit. We were pretty unhappy. I was very unhappy in the company we were at. We were always looking over our shoulders all the time. We had more people trying to turn you in for little things like me posting a Bible verse and trying to suspend you for doing that rather than helping you. And I just couldn't do it anymore. So I prayed and prayed and prayed, and Candy and I looked into this company, and God brought us here, just like all of you. I truly believe that with my whole heart. I prayed so hard, and being faith-based, the company is phenomenal. You all are phenomenal. I've never had any leadership like we do here. So thankful for each and every one of you. You have no idea how blessed I feel. Why am I here? I'm here for my family because, you know, that's what we do. God first, family second. And I love to help others. I want to help others. That's why I'm here. I love doing it. I pray every day that God can help me bless as many as I can and touch them with his word at the same time. So that's why I'm here. I love this company. I love you all. And thank you for letting me talk.
Thank you so much, Carrie. Colt Summers and Cindy Summers. Colt, you out there?
Oops, there we go. You gonna come over here, babe? Good. She's getting dinner ready.
Okay, no problem.
I want to say, yeah, Sean nailed it. You know, this is what it's about. Nice to see everybody. This is family. This is, you know, as a Blue personality, we love the culture. We don't even know what the heck we're doing. We're just excited to be a part of it. And there's so many more people that want to be a part of something special. You know, it's just exciting. It's been life-changing for us. We're here because of God. You know, Ricky, you've been a blessing. Everybody, you know, sidelines, you know, our team is just incredible. We understand what's possible, and we're not done yet. Like, you know, this pandemic's going to go away, and those who are going to be with this next momentum wave, this company, you know, who we have leading this company, you know, I see Mark and Judy, and it goes up above them as well. Like, we're blessed, everybody. And you know, I talked to Ricky the other day, and it's crazy to see our leadership still here in the trenches when we know anybody who's a Triple Crown or you know, even an ambassador, you don't have to be here. Like, you could you know, you could sit on your throne and but you're not. And that shows a lot. That gets me excited. You know, I told her, don't ever go anywhere, man. We need you. You know, people like me, you know, you don't have to. It's just crazy. My family's grateful. It's been life-changing. You know, honestly, it's all God, and that's it. You know, this coffee, this team, we're sponges. I'm gonna shut up because I love hearing everybody else's story. And yeah, thanks to everybody. Thanks for it's an honor to be on this call with you guys. Everybody it's here. You know, y'all bosses, y'all are freaking leaders, and we need to get together. We need another convention. We need those hugs. This is great. Hi, Jessica. I'm like scrolling through. freaking yeah, guys, this is life changing. Robin's on here, like Onea. I just could go on and on. Nick, like I just all these like you guys are my family, and we wouldn't be here without you all. So, you know, before I get emotional, thank you.
Thank you, Colt. Lisa Hillwig.
All right, you got me?
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. Hello. So where was I before this company? I had moved from Chicago down here to Texas. And, you know, I always say everything happens for a reason. And we moved down right before Harvey. So that was a nice welcome to Texas. And I was with another network marketing company. No one was winning, you know, same stories like you guys. So I'm going to stay under the 2 minutes. And, you know, I honestly wasn't looking for anything else. I am in the health and wellness industry. I am a fitness and yoga instructor. So when we moved down here, it was just the 4 of us. And I was teaching all these classes. I saw a post and, you know, reached out to a girl about the Happy Coffee. So it wasn't weight loss. It wasn't anything, right? It was, for me, it was my mental. And I'm like, if this stuff actually works and can make you happy, and I'm like, you know, just want to check it all out. Then day 2, I realized when I wasn't getting frustrated with my son that I was like, is this really true? You know, is this, you know, all right, forget it. That's it. Signed up. I cut all my residual income from the last company. My husband thought I was crazy. I cut his residual income because, again, to me, it wasn't about the money. I, as a fitness and yoga instructor, love watching people transform. And if I realized that I had in my hands something that can change everybody's life, and I'm like, how do I do this? How do I get, you know, and I just hit the ground running. I have been with this company for 1 year. And so my life went from teaching 18 to 20 yoga classes a week to where I was getting burned out, to where I was doing it because I had to do it, not because I wanted to now 5 classes a week because I want to and because my students want it. You know, and again, it's not about the financials. Guys, I still don't even know how the heck we really get paid. I'm not going to lie. My monthly, the percentages, it does not matter to me. All I know is that I am passing things out. I am loving on people. And, you know, everything happens for a reason. And I'm going to leave it off with this one. You know, I've been with 1 year. So I started on version 1. When it changed my life, you know what? I ended up going through the trenches just like everybody else. Version 2, you know, back and forth. My leader left the company. And ironically enough, when I say everything happens for a reason, Mr. Ricky Durant lives 25 minutes away from me. And he scooped me up. He was actually my welcome call, but, you know, him and Gavin and my whole entire upline, but it wasn't about, I wasn't following another leader. I wasn't following, like, I knew what I had and I knew what I could share. So as for next, you know, what's in the future, I don't know, but all I know is I ain't gone nowhere. I'm not going anywhere. And all I know is there are going to be so many freaking lives that we are changing. And I am just proud to truly feel like I am part of a family. So thanks, guys, and really excited to be honored to be on these calls with everybody. So.
Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate it. Ian Prater.
What's up?
Hey, buddy. What's up?
How is everybody?
Good. So why are you here, Ian? Where was your life before this company? Where are you now and where are we headed?
Wow. The reason I'm here to be 100% office is because I follow Ricky Durant. And Ricky Durant showed up one day with the serving of this coffee and shared it with me and told me this is where he was going. And, you know, we were both involved in another company before this one, and I knew the income level that he was at, and he informed me that he had resigned and he just wasn't going to do anymore. He looked me in the eyes and said, I'm not taking another dime from those people when my team can't win. And, you know, I still to this day ask myself the question, you know, is that something that I believe that I could do myself? And I honestly don't know the answer to that question to this day. I would hope that I have the strength of conviction, the belief in my heart that I could do something like that if it was absolutely the right thing to do. The truth was, I didn't know. You know, my business had got crushed by Hurricane Harvey, like it was devastated. And I was literally trying to figure out what it is that I was going to do. I was sending out resumes back into the chemical industry. And every time I would hit send, I would literally fantasize about throwing myself off a bridge. And that's not a joke. Like I would literally, like that is how badly I did not want to go back to corporate America, into what I'd done for 25 years. And, you know, that one serving of coffee, and I think about the people that I share this with now, that they got to drink it for a week and they got to, you know, have that kind of experience and then stop drinking and then go, wow, like this really did do something to me. Cause that's not what happened. Ricky brought me one serving of coffee. He brought me the tub with one serving of coffee, one scoop, one little pill. And from that very first serving, the profound effect that it had on me. And like, you know, at the same time, guys, I was hanging on to what was left of my previous business and income. And it was down to about $1,200 a month. And I had an $800 a month car note. And I was scared to death to let go of that $1,200 a month. You know, and this is one of those times in my life that I'm so grateful that I let go. I let go of that little bit to find out that there's a lot more out there. And I remember asking Ricky, like, what happens if this doesn't work, man? Like, this is a brand new company. They haven't done nothing. Like, what's going to happen if it doesn't work? And I was in the middle of a tore up house, like ripping people's sheetrock and wet carpet and stuff out of their flooded house. And he looked around and said, doesn't look like it can be much worse than this. You know, and that's why I follow him, because he's always had a way of just breaking it down to the simple things. And, you know, my wife was not on board. She hates coffee, y'all. All caps, hates. Ain't gonna drink it, don't like it, don't want to be around it. And she literally said to me, like, you're not going to leave our other company for coffee, are you? And I was like, you know, I kind of think I am. And I was able to flavor it up in a way that she was able to get the product in her body. And she has not ever missed a day from that day in November of 2017. And so, guys, I just drove down today. Like, literally, we just got back. I didn't even know this call was happening. Ricky had to say, hey, where are you at? Leaders call. And we literally just got back from driving 50 miles to go see Mama Sue, to go see my mother, to hug her neck. It's been a couple of months since I have laid eyes on my mother. And, you know, with all this pandemic stuff going on, and she's in that category of people that's at a higher risk because of lung problems and stuff. And, you know, and I drove down and saw my mom, and some other friends came over and started talking about the business. Like, we didn't even bring it up. Like, they brought it up. Tell me about this coffee thing that y'all are doing. And so now I have a meeting on Wednesday with the potential business partner, talking about joining the business, and the waiter from the restaurant that we ate at. So all you people who've taught me and trained me to, like, talk to people out in public, like, I have a meeting with that guy tomorrow. Ricky, you should be proud. I learned it from him and from Tony Garcia. you know, that I actually traded contact information with some person out in public. It wasn't some internet thing, you know, it wasn't somebody off some Facebook something, you know, like it was a live human that we just had a conversation. Like, holy cow, I can do that too. And guys, you know, my mother, I dragged her kicking and screaming into this business. It has, you know, at least 3 years of our life now, this business has provided my mother an income and a living beyond $1,300 a month of Social Security. She's been able to remodel her little townhouse. She's been able to redo her kitchen and get new appliances. She called me during this pandemic, you know, in a panic. My AC broke. The thing was put in like 1976. And I said, here, let me send you some money. Get a new air conditioner. And my mom now has a brand new air conditioner that hopefully she won't ever have to worry about the rest of her life. You know, those are things that I, in the past, would never, ever have been able to do to help my mother like that. You know, we've been able to help other family members. You know, we don't get online and make a big deal out of this stuff that we're able to do. You know, but we did a lot of other things to help other members of our family and Betsy's family and stuff before we ever did a thing for ourselves, as things turned around with this company. And, you know, we are grateful. We think about these things on the daily of the gratitude of being able to do for others. We've been able to support some causes, guys, that, you know, we go to church.
Hey, I am.
Hang on. One thing real quick, just hang on. We go to church, and I'm not telling anybody else what they need to do, but, you know, our church supports an orphanage, and if you give a certain amount of money, like you can support a kid in an orphanage in another country. And, you know, we're supporting a football team. Like, we're able to do things at a level that when you don't have money, you're not able to do it, guys. And so if you're going to be blessed, turn around and be a blessing. And that's why I'm so proud of you guys, because we want to be surrounded with people that do that for a living. That's what it's about. So what you got, Rick?
No, thank you so much for sharing. I just got a text message. Judy is on with us on the call, and she has to do the opportunity Zoom at 8 o'clock. So I want her to come on. And look, guys, the ones that already shared, if you guys want to hop off the call, great. I mean, look, you don't have to stay on. I just wanted to get everybody together. So don't feel pressure to be on this call, okay? I'm not making anybody stay on. No problem, O'Neill. Thank you so much for tuning in. Mama Judy, come on.
Oh, well, thank you so much. First of all, Ricky, for having us come on. This has been very enlightening and very heartfelt for me. And listening to all of the stories, which, you know, I'm going to stay on until I have to go to help man the opportunity Zoom. But, you know, I wanted to start off when Chris talked about, do you guys really know what we have? Do you really understand what we have here? And I want to say, listening to the stories, I think you guys do understand what we have here. Absolutely, right? But when you think about your story, really think about the stories that you're sharing. I'm listening to all of you, and I know I've heard these stories, but, you know, you never get tired of hearing a story of when it can really change somebody's life, whether it be the product or the opportunity, right? And so really think about that story. Imagine now, if you didn't have that story to share with somebody, imagine all the people out there who aren't sharing their story because they don't know about what we have here. So we have a vehicle, you guys. We have a vehicle that we get to actually drive with a story. We get to carry around and drive the product that we have to share with people. We get to drive around the opportunity that we have for others to share. We get to share the culture and community of what we have here. Have we been through tough times? Absolutely, we've been through tough times. We've been through the grind. but we're family. You hear it over and over again about how you all are sharing that we're family, right? Do we give up on family? No, we don't give up on family. When the tough gets tough, we get tougher and we keep going. And what we have here is truly so special. You know, when you think about, Mark and I have been in this industry 30 years, about 30 years. It has taken us 30 years of hard work, of building relationships to be here with you guys. And the reason why we're here is because of you, because of what you've been able to give us. And without all of you, we wouldn't have that. So that's why we as a family, we have something so incredibly special here. And I'm not going to give up on you. And I don't want you to give up on yourself. There's so many people out there waiting to hear your story, to become a part of this family, and to share the vision and mission of what we started here 3 years ago. You guys, I am so blessed. Mark and I are so blessed to be here with you all, to be partnered with you, to be walking alongside. I'm in the battlefield with you people. I'm on the front line. You're my children, and ain't nobody gonna hurt you. Ain't nobody gonna take anything away from you. They're gonna have to come through me to do it. That's how much I care for you guys. That's how much I believe in what we have. And when you heard Garrett talk about that product earlier, I know I've seen some of you guys on here, and you're like, tell me what it is. Tell me what it is. Well, what I can tell you is that, yes, it's all those things that we talked about from the beginning, right? From that version 1 feeling that we had. And I will tell you, I'm excited. When Ricky said, this is game on, this is what, level 4, Ricky? I don't know what you said, but yes, this is it, you guys. This is the product that is going to take us to level 4 and beyond. So when we think about
Judy,
2020,
Judy,
yes.
I said we're gonna 4X, and I want you guys to, and I want you guys to really write this down, okay? Because I believe in writing everything down, to visualize it, to make it become a reality, right? So we're not dreaming here. By the end of next year, we're gonna 4X this company size. Mark my words. By December 2021, it'll be 4X on what we're doing today. Mark it down.
Absolutely. Okay, so we're going to 4X it. So 100% agree. We're going to 4X it. I'm going to say we could actually even 10X it, Ricky. We can 10X it. That's how powerful this product is. And I've been blessed to be one of the ones who have gotten to sample it. But trust me, you guys, we're here for a reason. Like you say, God has put us all together, right? He's holding us in his palm. He's given us the vehicle to go out there and share what we have to the masses of people. My purpose in life in this world is to serve others. And that is why I love this industry and why I love what I do. So you guys, timing is everything. The timing is perfect. Let's get our engine started. Let's put the gas on the brake, and let's take off in, I don't know, Ferrari, I guess. That sounds like a pretty, or maybe even a Lambo sounds good to me too. But let's take off in one of those sharp ass cars and let's go to the moon, as Thad says. Thank you so much for having me on. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys so much. Mwah. Take care.
Thanks, Judy.
Ricky. Love you guys. Thanks so much.
Hey, really quick, Mark, I know you're on. You guys have to hop off for the opportunity. I'm assuming. Real 2 minutes, Mark. I mean, just let us know the excitement, what we all been working behind the scenes. Like I said earlier, we've been working very hard in silence, and success is going to be all the noise, guys. Everything that we dreamed of is here. It's right in front of us. And Mark can share with you guys, I mean, he got to try this new product that is in the near future on his experience, because we were all talking to each other, and I said, oh my God, I can't believe I have not ate in 13 hours. Guys, I love our products. I believe all our products are phenomenal, but no product has ever gave me an appetite suppression, the focus and the energy that I got whenever I took this product. What was your experience, Mark?
Oh man, no, it's really real, you know, and, you know, back when we got started with this, you know, I'll have to go into my whole story, but, you know, we didn't understand the relationship of happiness and coffee and the magic of that, right? Like, happiness is the number one desire everybody in the world thinks they'll never attain. I mean, just that subject is a hot button. And then, you know, almost 4 out of 10 people that drink coffee would be willing to give up their cell phone if they had to choose between the two. You know, so when Chris Schweda came up with the line, have you heard about the happy coffee everybody's talking about? I mean, it worked. Why? Because our products work, right? Because people drank it. They loved the experience. It was emotional. It was all these different things. You know, we were just really excited. I remember when we were getting started, some of you don't know that Judy and I were literally locked out of a 7-figure annual check. And we could have got it back any time. I mean, would have had to get on an airplane and make a trip and ask for it back, but we didn't do anything wrong. There wasn't anything we did wrong to deserve that. We just knew that it was time, right? You hear the saying, you know, if you close the door, God will open up a bigger door in front of you or open 2 doors up in front of you. And we just knew we had something special with this product. We also knew that there was going to be this opportunity to really, for all of us, to create the culture that we have today, that space where, you know, everybody feels comfortable, that, you know, the checks will show up if you got a great product, right? The business will blow up for people if they share the product and the product works and it gives people a value and all that. I have not ever been as excited since, you know, I'm actually more excited now than I was excited 3 years ago when we experienced our first product. This product is off the charts. It was amazing. It was an amazing experience. I want more. I can't tell you any more than that, other than it really is. I really do believe that we can not just get back to where we were, right? But really literally 4X, like Ricky's talking about. I really do believe that we can knock that out of the park in the next year. This product is I mean, it's just an extension of who we are. It's just going to make it even easier. I'm just really excited. And the one thing I always knew in my heart was we were a great, amazing group of people together. And our success is a result of the whole community's effort, and it always will be. So if we can always help people to achieve their dreams, ours will happen for us. And you know, Judy and I are just so excited about what's about to happen, because this product is off the charts amazing, and it is in the right home with the right people, and we are going to do something really special with it. So I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I don't know when they're going to have it available, but I got a feeling they're going to work pretty hard to make that happen in the next couple of months. That's for sure. So at least I hope so, because I want more. So thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
I love you. Appreciate you all so much.
Thank you. Gabrielle Merrill.
I knew you were going to call on me right when I put a bite of food in my mouth.
Oh, no, it's okay. You want to wait?
No, it's fine. I literally just grabbed one bite this whole call, one bite of food. No, thank you guys so much for everyone sharing your stories. They're so incredibly inspiring. I feel really, really blessed to be amongst this group of people here, and just getting to learn from all of you guys. At I guess where I came from, my former company, I was there for 2 years. We had no leadership. The culture was very, you know, get the Cadillac, do the things, flashy. And it was almost like this like mean girl culture, you know. The comp plan was also structured in a way where you had favorites, and not everyone mattered. So I was really, really skeptical. I had a an okay paycheck there. You know, made more than I thought originally was possible in network marketing, because I really was the girl before I got into this industry that was like, no, thank you, people with your network marketing products. Like, I'm good over here. You do that. Good for you. But no, thank you, not for me. But we were in a dire spot in 2017, and I needed to make some money. So I took a peek at that, at the industry. Learned you could make money. But like I said, there was no leadership. The culture was awful. It was really the kind where at the end of the month, you got a call from your quote unquote leader. It was like, hey, you're going to hit rank. You're going to do this. Because if you didn't hit rank, they didn't hit rank. And it started to feel really awful. I got to the point in that company where I didn't feel, we always throw around the word opportunity. I feel like that word it's just thrown around in this industry, right? Come take a peek at my opportunity. But I always really thought about what that word meant. And for me, I didn't feel like I had an opportunity for people anymore. I got to the point where I couldn't share the business and actually think that I could help someone. Jess, I need that paper, please.
Oh, right now?
Yeah. Sorry, my husband's, I was writing down notes and my husband just walked off with my notebook. That's my life. So I didn't share it anymore. And I watched that okay paycheck go down and down and down. And I hated it, but I was also okay with it because I couldn't bring another person into that business and tell them they had an opportunity to make money. And I knew that they couldn't. So I a little bit had my ear to the ground. Then I saw Miss Melissa Lucas talking about this coffee, right? Makes you happy, helps you lose weight. And I was intrigued by it. I really liked her. I liked who she was, the person, what she represented. And I'm an acupuncturist too. So I know we don't get all sciencey with ingredients, and I definitely don't do this with my team. But I took a peek at those ingredients and I was like, holy cow. Like, we have our hands on something really, really incredible, like really, really incredible. But I still, had to try it first. And I came in during the version 1 era, tried it, ran around the house, did 8 million things, felt fabulous. It was amazing. And, I jumped in and I talked to Nancy and Enrique, and also Ricky, got on a call with them, and the heart, the integrity, the people here, it was so different. The culture was so real. The people were so real. It wasn't, be an influencer, get the perfect picture on social media, act like you have it all together. And if your life's not perfect, you can't make this thing work. It was real. It was real people, real results. I always laugh, like Chris Schweda, dude, like, you just set the tone for this whole thing. I joke, I'm like, you got to meet these people. He looks like he just rolled off a boat, like from wakeboarding, because he probably did. But that it sets the tone for this whole thing. Sorry, of course, my 2-year-old comes to me and wants me to put on clothes. You guys, I also have 3 kids. They're 7 and under. Like, my life is just chaos. I'll wrap it up real fast. But the culture here is so, 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 so different. And these products are so incredibly valuable. I kind of joke, like, my story's not super significant, right? Like, I didn't have a huge weight loss testimony. I wasn't in like a deep, dark depression that these products pulled me out of. But you know what? They make me a more patient mom. They make me they give me the ability to focus and like do a call like this while my 2-year-old's over here trying to make me get her dressed. They really, really, really help. I had, this morning, I woke up with like anxiety, like really anxiety. I don't typically have it, but we're starting homeschool tomorrow. We got a lot going on. I was stressed the heck out. I ran downstairs, I grabbed my coffee, and I just know I have this feeling that I know in 30 minutes, that feeling is going to be gone. I'll be able to tackle the day with a clear mind, a clear heart, and just go do the steps, right? It makes me take the steps. I don't have it all figured out, but it allows me to move forward with confidence and poise. And that to me is really, really priceless. But you also get on these calls or you go in these groups and you see people dealing with all of these crazy medical things, right? I know we don't treat or cure anything. I get that, right? But those stories are undeniable. So the acupuncturist in me was just like, oh my gosh, like, we can help so many people with this, so many people, and I can stay home with my girls. That's my dream. That's what I wanted. I was the only child of a single parent who was a flight attendant. She was gone 3 days a week my entire childhood, from when I was 9 months old until I was 13. I was from home to home to home to home to home. I thought I wanted to go into the acupuncture office and like work. I held my daughter, who just turned 8 a couple days ago, in my arms, and I was like, nope, not for me. And I didn't work for a long time, but now I have something where I can provide a real income, staying home with my kids while still showing them that like mom is a you know, I don't even know what you want to call it, but works really, really hard and gets things done. And I'm just so grateful. I'm grateful for the people. I'm grateful for the culture. I'm grateful for the products. We have something super, 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 super special. So I can't wait to get that new product in my hands, you guys. I already think we're on our way to the moon, and it sounds like that's just gonna like kick some extra thrusters in that rocket. So I can't wait. Thank you everyone for sharing and for allowing me to share tonight too, Ricky. You guys are amazing.
Thank you so much, Gabrielle. Appreciate it. Char Garcia. Char Garcia. Okay, Cassandra and Mike.
Finally, yes. Hey, I hope you guys are doing great and taking notes. By the way, love everyone's story. So took some bullet points. I don't sit and ramble on for 5 minutes, but so where we were prior to getting started here 2.5 years ago, almost going on 3 years ago in November, we were in a really bad place. We had just gotten engaged, just moved in with Mike to Canada into a new place, and our pay got cut massively. We were in a different company. We were living off of Mike's paycheck. We were actually building 2 different businesses, and at that point, my income had already dropped off a ton, and we had a massive, massive pay cut where we couldn't even afford our rent. And it was very tough because, well, one, I couldn't get a job in Canada, nor did I want to get one. And Mike was actually talking about going to getting a job, which nothing against jobs if anyone has one on here, but he is very much entrepreneur heart, spirit, mindset. Like, we love the lifestyle. So for him, it was kind of like, I couldn't even believe he was talking like that. But we did pray on it, that we needed a new opportunity. Long story short, we get a call from Ricky, you know, and he already knew that we were, you know, open to taking a look. We did go down to Texas. We didn't even know it was coffee. And when we found out, we couldn't believe it. We're like, oh my God, we love coffee. We tried it, felt it immediately. And, you know, things changed rapidly for us, and we had a lot of growth. And for us, our biggest why was to get out of the position that we were in. Our backs were up against the wall. We couldn't afford our rent, right? So for us, we had to make this work. And we've had, you know, a big vision since we started day one. And what we love is that people are winning here, and they're continuing to win. And, you know, we've been able to lock arms with, you know, a lot of incredible people on our team. And we love, you know, everybody too on this call, hearing your stories. But for us, integrity was a big thing. Obviously the products are amazing, but I actually feel like we have a family here. We came from a place before that it was definitely not like that. There was not good culture, not good community. And we have life-changing products as well. So for us, what's changed? Well, we can't afford our rent. We've been able to move multiple times. We've been able to travel around the world. We've been able to give back into the community. We've been able to give and help out our families in a time of need. And it's been really nice to say, hey, you know what, if you need help, you know, we're here, and it's not a big deal. So it's been really nice to be able to say yes and to be able to help out family. To, you know, where we are going, I really think this is just the beginning for us and for all of us. We're super excited for the future, you know, of the company here. And, you know, what really inspires us is the lives that are being changed. So the more lives that we can change is what inspires us to do more every single day. We have tried the new product, super excited about that, but just know what we already have is something so, so special. And we believe that we do have the best product, the best community culture, and the best opportunity in our profession. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing, Cassandra. So I'm sorry y'all are getting a change up a little bit. Ricky's phone's on the verge of dying, and he's got a long trek downstairs to get his charger. So if Earl Green, are you out there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
All right, let's hear it.
Well, I've been here 2 years and 3 months, and I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Health and just all around. It has affected every aspect of my life. It has affected not only my personal family, in my household, but my dad and other people like that. I mean, my dad's in his 80s and he loves it and stuff, but it made a drastic change in my life, health-wise. And the culture here, I know we talk about that a lot, but the culture, and I've had ups and downs in the business like that happens. But because of the culture and what you feel with the people that we have here, there's no way I want to go anywhere else. I love it. And everything that we try just seems that they get better and better and better. And, when you got stuff like that, it's not hard to share. It's not hard to share. You don't mind sharing. But to me, what has become more important than anything, I mean, I've had some really good money times and all that kind of stuff. But like I said, the culture and the people and the feeling that I get when we're together and we talk and we do things, it's indescribable. And I don't want to trade it. And it fits right into my belief system. So it's been awesome and it's been wonderful. And anybody out there that needs me, I'm here for you.
Thank you so much, Earl. Let's see here. How about Miss Melissa Lucas? You still out there?
I am. Hi, guys. And it's funny that I get to go after Earl because he's a big part of why I'm here. Hey, Earl. So, you guys, this has been really amazing getting to hear everybody's stories. I feel like, I hope that we all walk away from this call knowing that what we have is so special. Knowing that, no matter where we are at in our businesses, no matter what we've gone through, no matter what battles we're facing, whether it's business related or, within our personal life, what we have is so incredible. What we have is so special. Something that I remember coming across a few years ago was that stuck is a feeling. It's not a fact. Stuck is a feeling. It's not a fact. And I remember putting that in my back pocket and knowing that different times in my life, I really needed to remind myself of that. Where we were when we got started with this business is we were in a really tough spot financially. I mean, many of you know the story. We were selling things in the garage to pay the rent with a baby on the way and 4 older kids. Another one of those things that I later learned was my husband was parking the car in the garage, and I didn't realize it was because, he wasn't making those payments, and he was concerned that they were going to take the car. And I was in a place where I realized, like, nobody's coming to save me from my reality. Nobody's coming and going to change my life for me. Nobody is going to come and just save me from that difficult reality that I was facing. And, I had prayed for this opportunity. I'd prayed for change. And although it didn't look like I expected it to look, it was my responsibility to run with that. It was my responsibility to take action and to not get in my own way, right? And I will tell you very honestly, I've gotten in my own way a few times too many, even on this journey. But it's just what we have is so, so powerful. And so, what it's done for my family is it's allowed us to no longer live paycheck to paycheck. We've paid off all of our credit card debt. We've got money that we're saving for a house. I couldn't even imagine how we were going to save for a house before. I couldn't even pay the rent. So it's been really amazing. It's allowed us to say yes to our kids so much more. And here's the thing I'm excited about. I'm excited about a lot of what we have, but what I'm mostly excited about is when we understand that what we have has the power to change lives. What we have is a cup of coffee that leads to a life more lived, right? And that's so, so powerful. And so with that, it inspires me to share with people. It inspires me to not lose my fire because that's on me. I've been given this blessing, but it's on me to take the actions to honor that blessing and to continue to honor that blessing, no matter what's going on inside, no matter what's going on around me. And let me tell you guys, I've been going through some tough stuff, but you know, that doesn't take my fire out. It doesn't do that because I know that I've been given this blessing. Last thing I want to share. What I see for the future is huge with our company. I know it's the right place. Look at what it's done for all of us and for so many others, but it's changing generations in my family. You know, I'm teaching my kids what it looked like to live paycheck to paycheck and what it was like to hear no all the time and what it was like to give them those limiting beliefs, unfortunately, to now say, no, we're about abundance now. You know, you don't have to have that as your option. This is what that looks like now. We don't accept that anymore. And so for me, I'm really excited about what it's doing for our family. But like Judy said, is, you know, imagine if you didn't have this story to share with what we have here. Imagine what your life would have progressed into. I hate to even imagine that. I hate to even think about that. But I will tell you, the thing that fires me up is knowing there are so many people who need what we have. So many people need more happiness. I don't care who you are, you need more happiness, period. End of story. And so that's what I'm excited about. I love you guys. Thank you so much for sharing all of your stories and hearing mine out.
Thank you, Melissa. All right, let's see here. How about Miss Camille Wood? Are you out there?
Yes. Hey there. Can you see me okay and hear me? Oh,
yes, ma'am.
Oh, perfect. How are you?
Doing good, and yourself?
Goodness. Good. Well, we just got back from a month-long journey on the mainland, and that was quite an adventure, just trying to recoup from it all. But we live over here in Hawaii, and this, I don't know what to say other than this business has just been, well, the product number one is just the most incredible life-changing product. We've been drinking it for over 1.5 years. I too lost my leader after Formula 2 came out, and there's been a lot of transition, and I'm slowly, you know, I'm not where I want to be, but I haven't given up, and I'm not giving up because I see this thing as a long-term, or a long, what do you call it? I'm in this for the long haul. All that to say, God brought this thing into my life. The leadership here is nothing like I've ever experienced. The culture, the community, I could never walk away from this. And even though I actually took this last month to kind of just focus on my family and my kids and my husband and our travels, and sort of unplugged from pretty much social media and everything for the most part, including actually taking a break from my business. I did that to kind of refocus. And actually this call is such a perfect relaunch for me because it's, you know how God has orchestrated your steps, even though you have plans in your heart. And I just this morning, I was like, gosh, I know that I need to get kickstarted back into really growing my business and getting where I want to be. And just hearing everyone's stories is like, okay, Lord, like you have a plan and it is good and I'm in the right place still. And I loved hearing several other leaders share that it's not all high all the time. You're not always like, where you want to be, but the fact that we're not giving up is so important. And this is a product worth not giving up on to share with people because, you know, for so many of us, there's a lot struggling in this time, mentally and emotionally. And now more than ever, people need this product. Yeah. So I don't know. I have only reached platinum and I'm kind of plateauing at gold, and that gets frustrating, but I know that God has me on a certain journey and I'm going to get where I want to be eventually. And when we have the leadership and the structure that we have, like nothing's impossible for anyone. Anyone can get anywhere in this company, and it's just where do we want to go and how far do we want to push ourselves. So I don't know if that's adds value to this call or not. Thank you for allowing me to share. And you know, it's hard sometimes living over here in Hawaii, but you know, it's really neat that we can connect online no matter what time or where we are, what time zone. So just blessed to be here. God is good and Happy Coffee is amazing, and all the products, it's awesome. So thank you for letting me share.
Thank you so much, Camille. We appreciate you.
You're
All
welcome.
right, let's see here. Chris Hall, are you still on? Chris Hall? All right, let's go to the next one. Gabriella Delgadillo. I don't know if I said that right, and if I said it wrong, I'm sorry. Gabriella, are you out there? Nope. Okay, let's go to the next one.
I'm here, guys. I'm sorry I couldn't take myself off. I'm
Okay,
here.
perfect. Go ahead.
Thank you. I've really been enjoying listening. I thought I was just going to listen in, but if I'm a leader, I better step up, right? Better step up and start sharing. It has been
somewhere.
it has been a beautiful journey. First of all, starting with the product, I've had an amazing impact on my health with this product. I had a nervous breakdown 15 years ago, as some of you may know my story, and I was given a bipolar diagnosis, and so I was put on about 8 or 9 different medications. Later, I weaned myself off of some of them. Sorry, I got a call, and guys, I just hung up. And prior to, the Happy Coffee, I was watching Facebook one day, and I saw Nancy and Enrique, and they were talking. They didn't say anything. The social media aroused curiosity posts really do work. And I reached out to them, and pretty much the rest is history. My health is amazing. I haven't taken one prescription medication in over 6 months. I was taking at that time a sleep medication, a anxiety medication, and an antidepressant. Guys, I'm doing none of that. I'm sleeping better than ever. My anxiety's under control. I had a tsunami hit me this last month, from my brother dying to being in a car wreck to lots of things that happened to me where I could have really fallen apart and gone down my rabbit hole, and I did not for the first time. So that's really amazing. I was not looking for a money-making opportunity when I found this company. I've become a millionaire 3 times over in network marketing over a 30-year period, and I was pretty much done and retired, burned out of babysitting people. And when I found this product, I just felt it an obligation to share it with those I loved. I didn't realize that it was going to take off. Within 2 weeks, I moved over $12,000 worth of product in our team. I went platinum 2 months ago. We're still going. I'm racing for diamond. I want to be one of the diamond founding members. So we're shooting for that. Things have just been amazing. And I put some of my other businesses on hold because I see the vision of where this is going. I am a visionary. I've been approached by so many network marketing companies during my retirement. I turned them all down. Why did I go with this one? Because when I started to do my due diligence about who was behind and I found the good, the bad, and the ugly, guys. I found out about everything that was here before I came on board. And I put my blinders on and I said, okay, it's a new team, let's go. And, yeah, we've had issues with shipping. We've had issues with that. We've had many issues. There was one month when I had so many issues on my team, I could have thrown my hands up and I could have quit. But, I shared that story about the bamboo tree the other day in China that takes 5 years to grow. And in 1 week, after watering it for 5 years, it shoots up 60 feet to 80 feet tall. And, we are pre-momentum. We are under the radar. This is going to go places, guys, and we need our shoulders in place to ride that wave. I've seen this 3 times already in the 3 different companies I was with, and I was fortunate enough to have my shoulders all in place and able to ride that wave and make some phenomenal residual income. I retired from my last company and I moved to Europe and was gone for 10 years traveling all over the world on residual income, you guys. It's real. And so I hope to make this my last rodeo. And I love this family. I love Judy, Mark, Ricky, everybody. Nancy and Enrique are incredible. Just really feel blessed to be a part of this journey with all of you guys. I love you. Thank you for loving me and for accepting me into this beautiful family.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. All right, let's see here. Who do we have left? We got Nikki Wombly. Nikki, are you out there? All right, let's go to the next one. Tammy Mixon. Are you out there, Tammy? All right. Well, I guess that is everybody that is still here. Speak up now if I missed anybody. I don't think I did. I'm scrolling through the list. I imagine most of them already jumped off over to the Opportunity Zone. So with that, I guess we'll close this out, and I hope everybody has a great rest of the week, and we will all talk soon. Have a good night. Bye.